Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your Magic Door reading for February. Okay. That's what I get for trying to get fancy. Hang on. Okay. All right. So we've got taking a rest or pulling back, withdrawing to rethink. I feel like this is about rethinking. Just saying. It's not just about a rest. It's about not strategizing, but rethinking. Okay. So that's the Eight of Pentacles. That could also be about that rethinking. I said that this is about working or it's like keeping yourself busy while you're thinking about something. It's like people that take up a hobby like gardening or yoga, or not yoga is a hobby, but something that's repetitive and meditative, or gives you time to connect to yourself so that you can process something. It's like you're working through something. And I think that might be part of that Four of Swords that we saw, is like regrouping, like pulling back to regroup, re-strategize, rethink your position on things, all the while keeping yourself busy, keeping yourself proactive. Those two together speak to trying to attain a goal or trying to affect some kind of change or efficacy. It speaks to not wanting to stay stuck, like purposeful withdrawal, if you will. Okay. Got Temperance, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and the Page of Wands. All right. So, having patience, perspective, balance, moderation, healing, okay, so we're pulling back with purpose. We are definitely rethinking our position on something, Cancer. Why? Is it that you're letting things be what they are and trying to gain perspective? Let me just try and refocus the camera here. There we go. Okay, so what's his Temperance about? Okay, so these two jumped. Okay, wow. Okay, so here's Pisces, and so we got Pisces here with Sagittarius. Could be this is about rethinking your position, pulling back, getting some perspective, perhaps being patient because you are undergoing sort of a karmic review. You know, you're actively researching your past, or things have come up. Could be out of the blue, could be your subconscious, could be that there's been an ending, and this is the pause, this is the review before the forward movement. So again, with the Four of Swords energy and this Eight of Wands about, Eight of Pentacles, about purposeful, like working towards something to eventually arrive or produce a final product, something like that. So this is karma. This could be frustration at wanting something but not knowing how to get it, or knowing that if you want to get it, you have to sacrifice or change your thinking. But I feel like this is because there's been some kind of, like, there's no forward movement on anything. And it's because there could be no forward movement because there's this review of your past or things coming up that need to be examined before you can move forward. So we've got 3 major arcana here. This is huge, Cancer. This is like a paradigm shift. And it's not like, oh, for the next 2 weeks, it's going to be this. No, this is probably overarching. This is something you're going to be dealing with for a while. Okay, so anyway, in relation to this person or reconnection, I don't feel like there's any forward movement. I feel like you're in a receptive capacity at best. You're pretty occupied. Your time is being spent reviewing and being proactive about things coming up, be it the past, examining culpability. Maybe this is wanting someone to return to you, but you are not able to because it's out of your hands. So you are just reviewing, but there's no forward movement within this situation or person because it's like, well, hands off. There's nothing I can do. I can't I don't feel like I can do anything. And so this could be about spinning your wheels. Just keep thinking, rethinking things. It could be with the Pisces, and you're looking at a karmic connection and reviewing the past that involved a Pisces. Let's see. What am I doing here? This is 10 of Pentacles about. Needs to be stability. Wow. Okay. So there's something about, I'm going to get some water. Excuse me. It says 10 of Pentacles about stability. That's for darn sure. Okay, so this right here could be Pisces. Again, with the Pisces. Good God, Cancer. This is Pisces. This could be Pisces. The king, or it could be Cancer or Scorpio, but this could be Pisces. Scorpio would be the knight and Cancer would be the queen. But it could be any water sign. This also, if it's not a water sign or somebody with water in their chart, it could be somebody that needs to come from a stable, emotionally balanced perspective that has given a lot of thought about their culpability or their involvement, soul searching about their past, soul searching about their past with this person. Could be Pisces, like I said. So if it's not that person, but it's somebody, it's not Pisces, it is somebody that needs to be in a stable position or have stability involving having perspective that has soul searched. And in soul searching, you realized what your fault was and what the other person's fault was, or just owning up to who you are and what you were and what you've done. And coming full circle, this king is somebody that sits at the pen. This isn't a page. This isn't starting out and kind of curious and overwhelmed, or not overwhelmed, but flights of fancy and kind of just this sort of butterfly type floating through emotions back and forth. This is somebody that has come full circle, that started there, but has now through this soul searching has arrived at this emotionally mature perspective that's balanced, generous, fair, and kind emotionally, that is open, that is stable. I think she hears me talking and she thinks I'm calling her or something. I'm sorry. We're just going to power through it. You're just going to do it. All right, Cancer. So again, with the stability, it has to be that's what needs to change or take place to reconnect with this with this person. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. You're good. Thank you. Yep. I'm sorry, Cancer. Okay. She brought, okay, I can tell you what she brought. It's just the same all the time. It's either socks or drawers. Tidy whities, anyone? 6 of Pentacles. What's this about? This is 6 of Pentacles about. Oh, damn it. Because we have doing the right thing. Like, things working out. Balance, right? I got heartache. So is it that, all right, things are restored, but not in the good way? What I mean by that is that, all right, if there's a reconnection, is it just to talk about, to sort out the heartache with each other and set things to rights? It could also be that if there's a reconnection, that here we've got a solid foundation. We've got doing the right thing about a heartache. This is also, these 2 cards are about doing the right thing, having integrity, courage, and being balanced and fair about a heartache. So would it be just to discuss what happened, again, with the review of the past and coming from, after some soul searching, some time apart, coming from an emotionally balanced perspective to sort out the past and the past heartache with each other? Is that what it is? because this doesn't speak to love here. It speaks to more like, hey, I just came back around because I have been really going through it. I've been thinking a lot about the past with you and I just want some closure. I just want to do the right thing, but that doesn't necessarily mean reconciliation. What's this Nine of Swords about? Knight of Pentacles. Oh. So I feel like this is about an ex. I don't feel like this is about a connection. Well, a current connection, like a coupleship here. I feel like this is about an ex, and I feel like this is about them going nuts. They've got everything they need to transition to a healthier place. They are completely self-sufficient and solitary. However, there's a lot, maybe that's what's in review, or that's what's weighing heavily on their mind. Is their worry. Perhaps they have not reached out to you, Cancer. Because this is about you letting things be what they are right now, because you feel like you have to. You're in a period of review. You can't really move forward until you feel settled or secure. Or maybe it's like you've gone as far as you can with the review and it's up to them to come back. Maybe that's what it is. But this is somebody that's not going to come back because they are too preoccupied with being secure and being independent and being on their own and trying to move on. This is somebody that has not moved on yet. They're trying to move on, and it's bothering them because I think they still feel this connection as well. So they're trying to move on. They're trying to be independent, but it's messing with them. They're not detached yet. They also are in review. They also are looking at the past. They are also thinking about somebody from their past, which is you. So you two are in very similar positions here. Both of you are struggling to pull apart. It doesn't look like there's been much communication because we've got this Three of Swords here. So that things were kind of left heartbroken, or just this is not two people that are in active daily conversation or even in connection. This is heartache and loss, and that's where we left it. So in order for a reconnection to happen, it would have to be somebody coming full circle emotionally to a balanced, generous, loving place that is offering stability, but someone has already walked away from the relationship and has other interests. So this person is probably going to be ultra defensive. If you are going to reach out, I don't feel like you are, though. I feel like you're just like, well, I'm staying stuck here. If you are going to reach out, it feels like it's only meant to clear the air, to get things sorted, but it doesn't look like a reconnection or a new beginning because there's interest elsewhere. Perhaps you could get their attention again with this new sort of, after this, you come full circle, or you could get their attention, but it feels like they have emotionally left the relationship, and this is someone that's interested in anything and everything all the time. So if you wanted their attention, you'd have to come correct, basically, because as of now, they've emotionally left the relationship. And are they receptive? Nine of Wands here. This is someone that is probably still pissed. We got the Nine of Pentacles right here. Nine of Swords, I mean. And so they're still in review here. This is, okay, so when I said they emotionally left the relationship, they're still thinking about it. Look at this Nine of Swords here. They're still just like really, they're probably trying to figure out where they went wrong, really trying to get their life together and move on. This is relying on intuition and logic to move forward, even friends, but it is not emotional. It's very mental. We got swords here, very, very in their head, but this is not emotional. Okay. So they have emotionally left and cut off the relationship, left things behind, right? They have maybe they're looking for something to be interested in to distract them. If they are, though, it's fleeting. It's just interest. It's just catching their attention. It's going here, going there. It is not stable. It is not this. So As I think as far as their life, this is them trying to proceed with their life. But this is as far as anything romantic interest, this would be their energy right now. So even if you were to get their attention with a very stable, solid, emotionally balanced, compassionate, I've come full circle offer, it's not going to hold their attention for long. And you'd have a lot of walls and barriers to work through to get their trust again, to get, just to get in communication, in sync with them again. Let me see what 2 9s is as far as the majors that I pulled out, the original layout. Oh, I knew that. Receipt. 2 9s is receipt. Do we have 2? We got a 10. We got a 9. Okay. All right. What's this? Let's see what this 9 of Wands is about. What's this? What's this 9 of Wands about? We got 2 8s also. So we got an 8 here and we got an 8 here. What's this? What are 2 8s? 2 8s are new knowledge. So new knowledge and, is it receipt? 2 6s. What the? God, I hate it when I do that. 2 9s is receipt. 2 8s is new knowledge. So in receipt of new knowledge. Why? Because there's been a lot of soul searching and re-examining and going over and over and over again the past. So yeah, we have new knowledge. So that would suggest that this is where you're going to end up, Cancer, is coming full circle and just like, hey, you know, I want to stop by and sort out the past with you. And I just want to make things right. What's this 9 of Wands about? I don't think there could be distance involved between the two of you, but I don't think this is going to be a stable reconnection if there was to be one. Are they receptive? They've got their guard up. They are very guarded. They probably are not having any kind of serious relationships. They might just be sexual hookups. If there is going to be any kind of reconnecting the gap with you, or, you know, bridging the gap with you, I don't know if it'll be lasting, because they might be holding out for other options. They might want to keep their options open. They might want to keep dating. But then again, this could be them waiting to see, like, okay, having patience and waiting to see the outcome. However, it feels like this is opportunity, like whatever opportunity comes along. They're not, this is Wands. This is about, you know, empowerment, progress, moving forward. In this case, it would be somebody that, because they are so defensive and distrusting, they're keeping their options open, and you would just be among the many they would give attention to. So here you are with all this paradigm shifting stuff going on, and holy cow, wanting to stop by and clear the air. And they're like, I appreciate it. I'm still dating other people. So you have gone from this with them, like this whole heavy duty, major karmic relationship, you know, with this whatever, to all of a sudden you're among them, even though they're still thinking about you, even though they're struggling to move on. It's hard for them. You don't get any special treatment anymore. You have broken their trust, or they have felt hurt by you. They very, very painfully, emotionally left the relationship. It could also be that they never had it to give in the first place. And maybe that's why this shows you clearing the air, but not wanting to emotionally reconnect with them either. Coming from a balanced position, but not coming from like wanting to offer love, just wanting to offer compassion and understanding. Okay. Because maybe you recognize, Cancer, that this person, after all is said and done, we got the Page of Wands, 9 of Wands, Knight of Wands, and 3 of Wands. This is all about sort of opportunistic, enterprising, forward-moving energy. This is not somebody that's looking to settle down. This is things catching their interest. This is almost somebody that's keeping busy for the sake of keeping busy. And there's like just all this energy, and not wanting to sort of settle down again. This breakup and leaving was very painful for them, Cancer. So, yeah, that would be, I think, really difficult for you. But then again, this doesn't feel like, I mean, now that we've seen this right here, this feels like you're karmically connected to this person, and you come full circle to where you're at this position of, being emotionally balanced and compassionate, and you could extend some kind of offer of communication as far as balancing the scales, doing the right thing. But I don't think you're interested either in getting back together, because this shows just somebody wanting to do the right thing after a period of review. And this shows somebody that's got things to do and places to be and people to do and things to be and all that. And they're not interested emotionally in you either anymore. But you're still thinking about each other, or at least each other. That's a trip. You know what it probably is? They probably do still feel for you, but their pride, and they do not want to get hurt again. So they're playing the field. They're just keeping their options open. Maybe they're waiting for the right one to show up, and I don't feel like they're thinking that it's you anymore, because this is a very, very painful departure from the relationship. And I don't think, whoever this is, I don't think that they're able to get past it. And I think because of this, that this is why all of a sudden they've gone back to being like, somebody that just hit puberty and is wanting to go, find anything and everything. And you know what I mean? That was a bad analogy, but very transient type energy as far as any kind of connection or commitment. This is not connection or commitment here. All right, so Cancer. And they've got their guard up. There's mistrust. There's definite mistrust. Cancer. Balance. This came up for Pisces too. God. And did I tell you we got the Pisces? We got Pisces here. I mean, this came up for Pisces too. About needing balance. It only works if the two people are contributing. And it's not going to be equal all the time, but it's about a committed effort and in unison towards a common goal that's fair and just and kind and compassionate and all that stuff. So this would say or speak to there being an issue of imbalance with this person or situation. And, look at all this review happening, all this karma and soul searching and all that. And maybe that's why it was so painful. This breakup was this heartache, this breakup, because there was an issue of imbalance. Maybe somebody wasn't giving what they should have in the relationship. And we've got the Six of Pentacles here, which is all about reciprocity and equality and giving, being generous. So, okay. Definitely an issue of balance here. All right, what else for Cancer? See, I try to get fancy and then they start flying out. All right. For Cancer. Wow. Give back. The need for balance and harmony, or recognizing that things work when both parties are making a committed, consistent effort towards the goal or the relationship. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles here. I think this is talking about you coming and basically, in very short, very simplified, for this purposes of this though, but this I think speaks to you extending an apology after much soul searching, coming back and reconnecting to make things right and to leave on good terms. Holy cow. Because look at give back, balance, and doing the right thing. Keep in mind that this could be what the other person is thinking that they want you to do, because they're thinking about this just as much as you are. I bet you if I, sat them down and did this spread with them, theirs would look just like this, because maybe they're thinking that you need to be the one to go back and you know what I mean? That this is their perspective, like that you need to, but also I'm uncomfortable going, damn, Cancer, you need to go back and make it right, because it's like, that's, everybody's situation is different. And I have no idea, other than what I'm being shown, what kind of hell you went through. Maybe you're just, there's a reason why the Judgment's here. Good God, you've been through it too, let's just say each of you might have the same opinion of each other. Oh my God, we're coming up on a half an hour. Cancer. 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 Yep. Relationship. This was very significant for you, and you're in review, and this is all you're figuring out yourself in hindsight while you're processing this relationship. You're learning more and more about who you are and what you want. And it's like the more experience in relationships you have, you're learning about yourself. Relationships teach us who we are as much as solitude and soul searching does. So this person, I don't know, this person was pretty darn significant because we've got this soul searching. That's one part of it, teaching you who you are and coming on this journey, emotional compassion, karmic journey, all that. But then also you can only go so far on your own. And relationship also teaches us who we are and what we're made of. And talk about introducing us to adversity. Hello. So I think, this could be about you wanting to go back and make it right. I mean, very well could be that's just all it is, wanting to do the right thing. And after this review, whatever the case, this person was extremely significant to you and you learned much with them. I don't see a reconciliation. I see somebody returning to make things right. And I see someone still processing grief from the relationship. I feel like you're better off than this person over here is. I think they've regressed or they're having a really hard time with it. There's an emotional divot or void there with them when it comes to you because there's much, much pain and heartache. You seem to have progressed further and it's on a bigger scale for you, but they're still very guarded and very much in their head about what transpired. Okay. I hope this was helpful, all 27 minutes of it. I hope to see you in the next reading, Cancer. You take care and good for you. This is not easy. This is very hard. So good for you for wanting to come full circle. It takes guts and courage. Okay. You take care.